Hey guys, what's going on? Inception here, and welcome to another video. Ladies and gentlemen, we have a pretty big SBC to review today because we got a foot legend over here with Ben Arfa's Flashback card. So we're taking a look at a card that is 5'10" with medium-low work rates, left-footed, 5-star skill moves with a 4-star weak foot. So beautiful to have those 5-star skill moves. Now, with the medium-low work rates, guys, for me personally, he's giving me some messy vibes. You know what I'm saying? Using him in that center cam position mostly is where I feel like this card is going to be best utilized. Now, you can totally use him in any of the attacking positions because the boost that they've actually given this card in the stamina department at 80 is definitely a welcome inclusion in the card, because when they don't have that stamina boost, that's when it becomes a problem, right? But with Ben Arfa, they gave him a stamina boost, so if you want to use him in the other attacking areas, you can. But with the medium-low work rates, guys, secondary striker as a false 9 or as a center cam is definitely going to be the most ideal thing, because with Messi, it's the same for me. Love using him in that center cam position, not necessarily anywhere else, right? With this card in-game, he's got 90 acceleration with 82 sprint speed, so very important that his base characteristic of having higher acceleration and sprint speed is there, because I like that for the dribbling concept of the card, right? But giving him a Hunter is 99 acceleration with 92 sprint speed. For shooting, he's got 82 attacking positioning with 79 for finishing and 92 for shot power. So because the finishing is low, you do want to improve that as much as possible. If you don't care too much about the pace part of the card, you could potentially give him a finisher chemistry style, but we're going to give him a Hunter to test out his dribbling capabilities because of what they look like, right? But he's also got the 82 for volleys at 90 composure. 90 composure is also a very big stat to have on this card, especially if we use him in the cam position. He's going to be a 5'10" player with a unique body type in game. We're going to see what that's like in game. I believe from previous years he had somewhat of an average body type, right? So we're going to see if that's similar in this year's game, which it is. He does actually have the average body type. For passing on the card, base card stats look great on him in that cam position. I definitely feel like he'll play it really well. Dribbling on the card is something that we do have to test out, because it is at 84 agility, 87 balance, 80 reactions, at 88 ball control, and 93 for dribbling, and 90 composure. So again, that is something that I'm going to test out with the card in game and let you guys know whether or not you want to improve that as much as possible. He actually has a little bit of a physical presence as well at 77 strength. 74 aggression with the pace boost that we give him is really nice too, but he even has the 88 jumping, considering the fact that he is a 5'10" player. Definitely very helpful in game. So mess with Payne's team a little bit over here so we can kind of use this player for fun. We're going to be using the 4-2-3-1 with pressure on heavy touch, 5 and 4, 4 for width, 6 for players in the box, just to get some nice little aggressive plays going with this team. This team is actually really well balanced in a lot of different positions, so I think it'll be a pretty fun review to try him out in that cam position. I may rotate him into that right attacking mid position to test him on the sides and whatnot. Maybe we use him as a striker, but like I said, guys, this is a card I will mostly be using in that cam spot, because it's a 5-star skiller that's going to be the focal point of your team, right? So it'll be really fun to use him in that area. We're going to have comeback in defense for him, test out his 80 stamina and whatnot. We're going to have these guys on both cut pass lane, stay back while attacking, and if I have to change in game, then I will. And yeah, we'll try out the 4-2-3-1. We'll see how he plays in game. See what his dribbling is like. The gameplay is not crazy right now, but I can still tell what the dribbling is like with the cards. I think the dribbling will be perfectly fine for a card like this. Give me that good attacking AI. Good. I like that he's aggressive in that area. It's very helpful for situations like this. Ooh, that's the angle I wanted to get there, because of that aggressive play, if he comes back into the positions really quickly so that we can kind of utilize that middle position as fast as possible, it'll definitely be a noticeable thing with Ben Arfa's card. Yeah, so the medium-low work rates in the cam position is definitely not going to be a nuisance on this card. You can definitely feel that so far. Oh, I just wanted to work that finesse shot angle. I did a few dribbles right there, because if I do a little bit of dribbling to kind of open up that finesse shot angle over there, we can potentially score some great opportunities. And in that area right there, the shot power that kind of came off of that strike was really nice, to be fair. Be aggressive here. Beautiful. Go back. Holds that line. Nice, man. I love that. Yeah, guys, I mean, you could potentially use him in other positions, but because of his base dribbling capabilities, guys, this card in the cam position will be really, really fun to use, I'm telling you. It's like it's kind of like Ronaldo, you know. He's got the medium low work rates, but I mean, he still moves across the pitch really nicely. I love that.
In a position from which they could potentially do a bit of damage here.
Shot across goal. Okay, super lucky. I'm not going to say it wasn't lucky, but I want you guys to see the strike that he actually takes right there. What's really noticeable with this card in that area is 92 shot power. Like, yes, we're giving him the Hunter chemistry style to essentially make his, this game sometimes from kickoff, to essentially make his finishing as good as possible, but it's the 92 shot power for base characteristics that you definitely notice the most for a situation like that. Wow, what a free kick. It's funny because I actually missed his traits, and he doesn't have the finesse shot trait on the card, but he takes a really nice one in that situation. And that's where I feel like the base shot power is very, very important for players to have, because when you boost them with a specific chemistry style that boosts the shooting part of the card, it definitely helps out a lot. I really don't have a problem with him dribbling wise, guys. I actually don't mind it at all. A couple of dribbling stuff there. So if I use a card like this on the sides, I won't prefer to have dribbling like that on the sides. I like players that have like above 90s in the dribbling department for those specific positions, right? But in the cam position, guys, I'm telling you, it'll be perfectly fine with the Hunter chemistry style.
The switch of play now.
Don't get me wrong, you definitely feel the dribbling not being super responsive, but again, with cards like this, if you use them in the cam position, it's not a huge deal at all, man. It's nice to have better dribbling. I love players like Bernardo Silva that just moves across the pitch silky smooth, but this attacking AI that he has right now in this cam position is actually really great. You see how he's already aggressive in that situation there? I love that, because when he comes back into the positions like this, that's the angles that you work for, and then you could potentially score those moments, right?
He had that passing opportunity back.
First time strike. Oh, I'm not going to be able to get that. Oh, goalie touched that. Oh, he didn't. It's funny because I was actually going to go for the Ronaldo chop on the inside right there to kind of save the ball, but it's just registered the fake Rabona. Oh, a little bit of a defensive presence. You can even kind of tell his dribbling stats in regards to the tackles that he kind of goes for too, you know? Finesse shot angle. Oh, I hit my own player right there, but it was really nice, though. It is a little bit unfortunate that his dribbling base card stats weren't really good enough, because the Hunter chemistry style is the most obvious chemistry style to give a card like this, right? But he definitely feels very fun in game. The 5-star skills is going to be great. The dribbling you will notice from time to time because of how the gameplay is, obviously, but you can definitely compensate well enough for it if you want to use him in your team in the cam position. The fact that this card plays in the League One with some French links as well, there's a lot of variables that you can work with in regards to that, right? So it's pretty fun to use so far. The 5-star skills really saves a card like this. It's kind of like, there's a few cards that are like that too that don't have the greatest of base dribbling stats, but the 5-star skills, because of it being super relevant in the game this year, is just very, very helpful for some opportunities. So let's play a little bit of regular FIFA. We'll see what's up. So it's moments like the gameplay like this where you have to compensate for the dribbling more, obviously, but let's try a finesse shot from a crazy angle. Oh my goodness. He doesn't need a finesse shot trait. He already has the finishing and the shot power, bro. With the Hunter chemistry style, please. Alright guys, so final verdict on the Ben Arfa card, right? So let's talk about a few things with this card. If you give him the Hunter chemistry style, guys, and you want to strictly, and I mean strictly, use him in the cam position, this card is really, really fun to use, okay? Because here's the thing. In the cam position, it's definitely ideal to have responsive dribblers in every attacking area. Don't get me wrong, right? But for him to be the most usable possible, that cam position, I feel like is going to be the most ideal area because of the medium-low work rates and his pretty decent attacking AI in game. The way that he aggressively occupies certain positions to get into the right areas to attack and score some opportunities is fantastic, right? For me personally, you will still notice the dribbling on the card from base characteristics, right? So because his stats look like this, if you give him a Hunter, you'll notice it not being super responsive because of his 5'10" height, and because of his average body type. So that is something that you're going to notice regardless, and that's why I'm telling you guys to mostly use him in the cam position, because if you're good enough at the game, you can definitely compensate for it, because the other areas of the card are really, really fun to use. Because here's the biggest variable for him. If he only had 4-star skills, the dribbling would be super annoying. But because he has the 5-star skills, it makes him really fun to use in that cam area, right? So in regards to chemistry styles, you can see that people are mostly giving him the hunter, engine, marksman. An engine would kind of make sense, but I feel like you're never going to go away from that base characteristic of his, and I feel like you want to boost the finishing as much as possible. From the shots that we took with this card just from that game with a hunter chemistry style, the biggest noticeable thing is that 97 shot power. Well, from base characteristic, 92 shot power, but the 97 shot power, while we can improve his finishing as much as possible from those really good angles, the card is a ton of fun to use. I understand, 220k, but guys, think about it. League One, French links, those two things by itself, playing in the cam position where you can put him in the striker position, CDM, center mid, cam, to be able to rotate him with an actual formation in game, it's very important. If he was like a right winger, I'd be like, all right, guys, a little bit shaky, right? But because he's a cam, and you can get that link with Molet, Neymar, Mbappe, other French players from the League One, Koscielny, if you did that flashback SBC, there's so many variables that makes this card really cool. And to be honest with you guys, yeah, his dribbling is not crazy, but I'm probably going to unlock him on my main account if I care enough, because he's a ton of fun to use in that cam position. So hopefully you guys enjoy this review. I'll catch you guys for the next one. Peace out, dudes. Love you guys.